You entered a plea on May 14th of no contest to aggravated sexual assault of a child. According to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 8 years in the prison. The state is opposed to your applications. There's to be no contact with the complainant. Have you had a chance to review the PSI, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objections.
All right, any witnesses or just argument?
Just argument, Your Honor.
All right, I'll hear your argument, counsel.
Judge, Mr. Smith is 52 years old. As you look at the PSI, he does have a criminal history, but that most of that criminal history is from well over 20 years ago, Your Honor. You know, people have troubled youth patterns and things like that. But in the meanwhile, over the past 20, 25 years, he's been working hard. He's a barber for 20 years. He also worked for, I think it's called Builder's Home Source. Builder's First Source. Builder's First Source. He's in construction. He would, over the past, I'm going to say 5 to 10 years, work 6 days a week, Your Honor, constantly working for his family. And today we're asking for the court to grant him deferred adjudication to discharge. There's no statutory limitation that doesn't allow the court to grant deferred adjudication with this serious charge. However, Mr. Smith has agreed that he will abide by any sex offender registration conditions. He's eager to get on deferred adjudication so that he can be a productive member of society. He's carried a job forever in his adult history. So he can be a productive member of society, Your Honor. He will abide by any no contact orders that the court may impose. And additionally, Your Honor, we would ask that as you look at the PSI, you'll notice that overall well, let me say it this way, Your Honor. I believe Mr. Smith is worthy of deferred adjudication, given the fact that he hasn't had any priors for over 20 years. And the priors that he did have were completely unrelated to this particular charge, Your Honor. So because of that, we're asking for deferred adjudication in this case, or in the alternative, the statutory minimum.
All right. The court is going to find you guilty. I want you to know that I reviewed the stipulations. I reviewed the PSI reports. You know, when you can't cross boundaries, you know, as a father or as a stepfather, those are serious boundaries, and it has an impact on the child that you cross those boundaries with. And that then brings up trauma to them, and that brings up the trust issues with them as it relates to males or people who come in their homes. You understand?
Yes.
And so I'm reading in the stipulations that, you know, the complainant is saying they remember this because it happened when they were in 7th grade. So the court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. There should be Chapter 62 registration, and there's to be no contact with the complainants, and no residing with minors. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I do realize that prison time, jail time, anytime your freedom is taken away from you, it's a lot of time, even if it's just an hour or a day. But when you think about the impact that this has had on minors who are now adults, and now what they take with them, it's sort of like a lifetime impact for them. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Judge.
Is there a victim impact?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, no problem. This is for a plea, correct? All right, court is calling 2024 CR 011920 State versus Joseph Grant. Can I have parties announce?
Robert Porter for Mr. Grant.
And are you Mr. Grant?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Grant, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I did.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the unauthorized use of a vehicle that's a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Grant, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a $2,000 fine probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking into consideration 2025 CR 003313. There's to be $2,300 payable to Timothy Thompson. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
So, yeah.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours community service restitution, no contact with Timothy Thompson, and the MRT course and the theft course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
State offers states one in attachment.
No objection.
All right, so in anticipation of this plea and seeing how thick the stipulations were, the court read the stipulations previously. So if you would like, someone else could take this plea or I can take the plea.
Your Honor, let me put it this way, Judge. I know even though the court read them already, I know this court will not take those into consideration based on this, and the court will take into consideration what is before the court today.
Well, I am going to want to know what's happening with the spider monkey.
That I don't know.
All right, so we'll find out. Okay. All right. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. And what I can tell you, Mr. Grant, is normally I do not read stipulations before they're offered in the evidence. I read them sooner in this case because they were extremely thick and we're in the middle of a jury trial. And state, so you're aware, I did text Mr. Porter to let him know we're about to do the plea, but there was no discussion of the case. So there are some things that I can just let go, then there are other things that I cannot. So with this case, I'm gonna know, where is Cash, the spider monkey?
He's with my brother.
All right, and where did you get this monkey?
My brother had brought it.
All right, so,
He has papers. He's legal.
I don't know why people, and this is just a side note, I don't know why people take animals, you want to treat them as humans and put them on clothes and everything. That monkey was probably enjoying its best life in some sort of jungle or wherever spider monkeys live. And somebody took that monkey from their mom. Mom is out here looking for her baby. And this is what happens, off the record, Cindy, this is what happens when nobody's ever grown up to see the movie Monkey Shines.
Your Honor, when I was a child, my father showed up with 2 spider monkeys that he bought at TG1.
Oh my gosh, I remember TGNY. Well, what is TGNY doing selling spider monkeys? I don't know. All right, we can go back on the record. I don't think you're a good parent for this spider monkey. Are you the owner of the spider monkey?
No, I'm not.
All right. And if people go around and start spelling things with K's instead of C's, none of the children growing up are going to know how to spell anything. And in the photographs, who is the female with the 2 piercings in her tongue?
My ex-girlfriend.
Your ex-girlfriend?
It's not.
What is her name?
Kanika?
I'm sorry, what?
Kanika?
How do you spell the first name?
I'm not sure.
Dating somebody don't know how to spell their name. I'm going to assume it's spelled phonetically and probably with a K. What's the last name?
Buchanan.
All right. Are you employed?
You know.
What do you do?
I started a roofing business, roofing and gutters, and then I'm also like entrepreneur. I got a clothing brand, and
What's your clothing brand? Because in the photographs, I just see you wearing other people's brands.
no, I just started the brand.
And what is this brand?
It's global clothing.
Global Clothing. I've heard that before. I don't think that's a new name. You need to come up with something else.
It's,
I mean, I'm serious. I've heard of global clothing before. I don't know. Maybe you can do FUBU too, but you probably get sued.
yeah.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
All right. So what do your parents think of this foolishness?
Yeah, my mom's upset.
As she should be. Did she raise you to be this way?
No.
And then all of that money, the wads of cash you're showing yourself, taking photographs with, laying on the dirty kitchen floor. Was any of that placed in the savings?
Oh no.
So it appears that some was spent on getting the female you were with her piercing and her jewelry, because that's the only reason why she's with you, because you have cash. The other of it seems that you were buying expensive clothes, Burberry and all of this other stuff. None of it was spent. Do you even know where that money went? Can you even look at something tangible and say, this is what I spent my money on? That's how fast money is. It goes very quickly. And then it's no good to do it illegally, because then you're constantly looking over your shoulder. You can't even enjoy the fruits of your labor. Did you ever watch The Wire?
No.
There's a scene in The Wire, and somebody's trying to tell this guy what to do with his money. And so they're like, you need to put it in an offshore account. He's like, okay. So the accountant has him put it in an offshore account. Then that guy goes to the accountant, where's my money? And the guy's like, it's in an offshore account. I want to see it. I want to touch it. I want to feel it. You can't even touch or feel money because you just let it grow out the window. This business that you were doing, there are only 2 things, and the people that you were dealing with, because I know who you were dealing with, only 1 or 2 things can end up happening. Either you end up going to prison, or either your mom ends up finding your body based upon the people that you're dealing with. Because when you do this and people pay you for this and you don't deliver, they still want their money. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know why young people want to commit crimes and then post about it on social media. Why? I mean, these are things you need to ask yourself. Why do people commit crimes and then say, I want to post it on social media?
Yeah.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. 5 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with Nathan Tyler Padilla or Kanetha. And I think that's Kaneta. It may be two T's. Buchanan. And Miss Galloway, if you'll make sure that Miss Abrams has a photo of Miss Kanetha Buchanan, so when they do field visit, they'll know who she is.
Yes.
$2,000 fine that will be probated. There's to be $2,300 restitution to Timothy Thompson, and no contact with Timothy Thompson. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Awesome.
Well, I mean, there are other things you can do. If you're tested today, are you going to be clean for everything?
Yes.
Why is there that long pause?
All right. I'm be honest. Probably not liquor.
I'm sorry, what?
Liquor.
All right, why are you drinking?
It was my brother's birthday yesterday.
Yeah, so it's your brother's birthday. So your thing is, I know I have a court case, but let me drink. All right. There's to be MRT course. 200 hours of community service restitution. Do you have any children? Please tell me no.
No.
Well, don't be dishonest. Do you have children?
I don't.
Okay, that's good. 200 hours community service restitution. Those will be waived if he completes some sort of trade school or higher level of education. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No residing with minors or with Cash, Kash, the spider monkey. Is there any, oh, and I'm sorry, take in consideration 2025 CR 003313. Probation, is there anything else?
Okay.
And I'm so sorry, the theft course, in case I didn't say it. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to do better. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in prison or end up dead. You understand? Those are just facts. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Who else is ready?
And we're ready on Dorian Gutierrez's bond motion, Judge.
All right. Michelle Gabbert. I'm sorry, Michael
Well,
Gabbert.
that took a turn. What began as a fairly routine plea hearing for unauthorized use of a vehicle quickly turned into a courtroom session that walked the line between comedy, cautionary tale, and firm legal consequence. Judge Boyd once, again, handled it all with her signature mix of judicial patience, sharp wit, and a grounded understanding of how real-life choices spill over into the courtroom. Joseph Grant, the defendant, entered a plea of no contest and requested deferred adjudication. His demeanor was respectful and cooperative, but it became clear early on that this wasn't just about a stolen vehicle. There was a spider monkey. Named Cash, a mystery girlfriend with unspellable names and dual tongue piercings, and a social media trail that would make any defense attorney cringe. The judge kept things lighthearted where appropriate questioning, why anyone would dress a monkey like a child or flaunt stacks of cash on a dirty kitchen floor, but quickly pivoted to the seriousness of the moment. Judge Boyd didn't let the levity overshadow her message. Decisions have consequences, and the lifestyle Grant was dabbling in was leading him down a dangerous path. She made that clear when she handed down 5 years of deferred adjudication with tight conditions, no contact with multiple individuals, including the spider monkey, strict reporting requirements, community service, educational alternatives, and an unmistakable warning: either change course or end up in prison. Or worse, her commentary on fast money, untraceable spending, and the pitfalls of trying to impress through illegal means was more than just court protocol. It was a wake-up call delivered firmly but without malice. The whole exchange was a masterclass in courtroom communication, human, clear, and impactful. Judge Boyd made it about more than the charge. She made it about the bigger picture. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone,